Good morning, all of you. Let us start the lecture from where we left yesterday. So, I ask you to differentiate this function y is equal to cos x. Okay. So, let us try to differentiate this function y is equal to cos x. So, y is equal to cos x, we have to calculate dy by dx. So, we all know that dy by dx is equal to limit h tending towards 0 f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. Okay. So let us try to apply it here. F of x plus h. F of x plus h is cos of x plus h minus cos of x divided by h. So dy by dx will be equal to limit h tending towards 0 cos x cos h minus sin x sin h minus cos x divided by h. So what I can do here, I can separate uh, these terms. Okay, so dy by dx can be written as limit h tending towards 0 into cos x into cos h minus 1 by h plus limit h tending towards 0 minus sin x into sin h by h. Now this limit cos h minus 1 by h, we have already discussed, this is equal to 0. So first limit is 0 and second limit is minus sin x. So dy by dx will be equal to minus sin x in this case. So if you have any doubt in this, please ask. So for y equal to cos x, dy by dx is equal to minus sin x. Alright, let us now discuss the second one. Okay, so second one is y is equal to tan of x. Okay, so dy by dx can be written as limit h tending towards 0 tan of x plus h minus tan of x by h. Okay. So it will be limit h tending towards 0 tan of x plus h can be written as tan x plus tan of h upon 1 minus tan x into tan of h minus tan x divided by h. So I can simplify it. I can write it as limit h tending towards 0 into, in denominator I can write h times 1 minus tan x into tan of h, and in numerator I will have tan x plus tan h and mm, mm, minus tan x plus tan square x into tan h. Now this tan x will get cancelled and you have dy by dx as tan h, limit h tending towards 0, tan h by h into 1 plus tan square x upon 1 minus tan x into tan h. Okay. So now tan h by h can be written as limit h tending towards 0 sin h, tan h can be written as sin h by cos h. So it will become sin h by h multiplied by 1 plus tan square h into cos h into 1 minus tan x into tan h. Now we know that this limit is equal to 1. Okay, sin h by h is equal to 1. Sin h by h is equal to 1, and if you put h is equal to 0 here, cos h, cos of 0 is equal to 1, tan h, again tan of 0 is equal to 0, so it will be 1 plus tan square h here. So the limit will be equal to 1 plus tan square x. So dy by dx is equal to 6 square x. So if you have any doubt in this, please ask. Alright. So next function that we are going to discuss is y equal to e to the power x. Okay. So dy by dx is limit h tending towards 0 e to the power x plus h minus e to the power x upon h. Now again this will be limit h tending towards 0, e to the power x can be taken outside, e to the power x into e to the power h minus 1 by h. So this will be equal to, now this limit we have discussed, this limit is equal to 1, so this will be equal to e to the power x. So dy by dx of e to the power x is same function, which is e to the power x. If you have any doubts in this, please ask. Alright, so let us discuss next function, which is y is equal to a to the power x. Okay. Again dy by dx will be equal to a to the power x plus h minus a to the power x by h and limit h tending towards 0. तो ये हो जाएगा लिमिट h टेंडिंग टूवर्ड्स 0 into the a to the power x multiplied by a to the power h minus 1 by h. Okay, now we already know that this limit a to the power h minus 1 by h is equal to log of e base a. Okay, so this we have already discussed. So the derivative of y equal to a to the power x will be a to the power x into log of e base a. Now if y is equal to log x, now what is dy by dx in this case? So dy by dx in this case can be written as limit h tending towards 0 log of x plus h minus log of x divided by h. Okay. So dy by dx can be written as limit h tending towards 0 log of 1 plus h by x upon h. Now expansion of log of 1 plus x, I am writing it here, is given by x minus x square by 2 plus x cube by 3 and so on. So the expansion of this will be dy by dx limit h tending towards 0 h by x minus 1 by 2 into h by x whole square plus 1 by 3 into h by x whole cube and so on. Okay. Now this is divided by h. So it will be limit h tending towards 0. You will have 1 by x here plus higher order terms of h. Okay. Now all these higher order terms of h will be equal to 0 when you will put h equal to 0. So dy by dx for y equal to log x will be 1 upon x. Please copy this, and if you have any doubts in this, please ask. So I just want to quickly revise whatever we have studied so far. So for y equal to x to the power n, dy by dx is n x to the power n minus 1. Okay. For y equal to sin x, dy by dx is cos x. For y equal to cos x, dy by dx is minus sin x. For y equal to tan x, dy by dx is sec square x. For y equal to e to the power x, dy by dx is e to the power x. For y equal to a to the power x, dy by dx is a to the power x log of e base a. And for y equal to log x, dy by dx is 1 upon x. So all this we have already derived. These are standard results. There are some more uh, trigonometric derivatives that I want all of you to derive yourself. For example, y equal to sec x, what is the dy by dx of sec x? Y equal to cosec x, what is the dy by dx of cosec x? Y equal to cot x, what is the dy by dx of cot x? So all these derivatives you have to, for all these functions you have to yourself find out what is the derivative using the method that we have been using for all these. Okay. All right, let us now discuss some important properties of derivative. So first property is addition property. So if you have two functions f and g, then d by dx of rate of change of f x plus gx with respect to x is equal to d of f of x by dx plus d of g of x by dx, and there can be plus minus here. Okay, so suppose you have a function y equal to sin x plus x square. So dy by dx for this will be equal to d by dx of sin x plus d by dx of x square. So it will be cos x plus x square, x to the power n 2x. So dy by dx will be cos x plus 2x. Okay. So this is addition or subtraction rule for functions. Okay. Now second property is product of two functions. So how will you find derivative of product of two functions? So we will prove that d by dx of fx into gx. Now this is an important property. D by dx of fx into gx is equal to fx into d by dx of gx plus gx into d by dx of fx. Okay, so let us prove it. Okay, so if okay, so I am erasing this because the space I require more space. Okay, to prove this. This is a long derivation. So dy by dx, if y is equal to fx into gx, dy by dx will be limit h tending towards 0 f of x plus h into g of x plus h, the value of function at x plus h minus fx gx divided by h. Now what I will do, in the numerator I will add fx plus h into gx. Okay, so this will become limit h tending towards 0 f of x plus h g of x plus h plus fx plus h gx minus f of x plus h gx. Sorry, let us put minus here and plus here. Minus fx gx divided by h. So it will be limit h tending towards 0. Now f of x plus h can be taken outside from here. F of x plus h, and I will separate both of these terms. So I will have g of x plus h minus gx divided by h, plus from here I can take gx common, gx into f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. So this term is nothing but dg by dx. So it will be limit h tending towards 0 f of x plus h into dg by dx plus gx, this term is df by dx, gx into dfx by dx. Now if you put x equal to 0 here, f of x plus h, as h is tending towards 0, will tend towards f of x. So this can be written as fx into dg by dx plus gx into df by dx. So hence product rule is proved. So if you have two functions f and g, and you have to find the derivative of their product fg, so it will be first function multiplied by derivative of second function plus second function multiplied by derivative of first function. Okay. So we'll quickly discuss a problem based on this. Suppose y is equal to x sin x. So problem is find dy by dx. So the formula is y, if y is equal to fx into gx, then dy by dx will be equal to fx into d by dx of gx plus gx into d by dx of fx. So here in this problem, let us take x as f of x and sin x as g of x. So dfx by dx कितना हो जाएगा 1 के बराबर, और dgx by dx जो हो जाएगा cos x के बराबर हो जाएगा. Okay, so fx is x, so you take first function x and differentiate second, you will get cos x here. Then you take second function which is sin x and differentiate first, so it will be 1. So the answer is y is equal to x sin x. If y is equal to x sin x, then dy by dx will be equal to x cos x plus sin x. If you have any doubt in this, please ask. Alright, let us now discuss quotient rule for derivatives. So the rule says that if y is equal to fx by gx, then dy by dx will be equal to gx square into gx into d by dx of fx minus fx into d by dx of gx. So we'll quickly prove it and then we will discuss one example which is based on this. So please copy this, because after this I'm quickly going to prove this, and then we will quickly discuss a problem which is based on this. Okay. So y is equal to fx by gx. So what is dy by dx equal to? Dy by dx will be equal to limit h tending towards 0 fx plus h by g of x plus h minus fx by dx. So this can be written as limit h tending towards 0. Now I will multiply gx and gx plus h. It is gx plus h into gx, and then I will have f of x plus h gx minus fx into g of x plus h. Now what I can do, I can add and subtract fx gx from this in the numerator. Okay, so limit h tending towards 0. So what I am doing here, f of x plus h gx minus fx gx plus fx gx minus fx into g of x plus h divided by g of x plus h into g of x. So this should be clear what I have done. I have added this fxgx and subtracted this fxgx. So the original expression will remain unchanged. So dy by dx can be written as limit h tending towards 0 gx plus h into, okay, let us keep it as it is, gx into gx plus h, and finally we will substitute h is equal to 0. Now, and there is one h here also, sorry, I forgot to mention, this is divided by h also, so it is multiplied by 1 over h, and there is h here also, so it is like this. So from first two terms here, this term and this term, we can take gx common, so it will be gx into f of x plus h minus f of x, plus from second two terms we can take fx common, fx into g of x plus h minus g of x. Okay. So this dy by dx will be equal to limit h tending towards 0. Now so gx into f of x plus h minus f of x by h, I can write it here, प्लस नहीं यहाँ पे एक्चुअली माइनस होगा, so there will be a minus here, minus fx into upon gx into g of x plus h. Now this expression in the first parenthesis is equal to f dash of x, or dfx by dx, and this expression is equal to dg by dx. So dy by dx will be equal to limit h tending towards 0. Now if you put h equal to 0 here, it will become gx whole square, and you will have gx. Okay, this limit I can remove, so it will be gx so dy by dx is nothing but gx into d by dx of fx minus fx into d by dx of gx. If you have any doubt in this, please ask. So this is a standard derivation in mathematics. You will do it in mathematics also, but uh, from physics point of view, you just have to remember the final answer, because you will get some problems in physics where you have to use this formula. Okay. Let us see now how this formula can be used to find the derivative of complicated functions. So if y is equal to x by e to the power x, or let us say e to the power x by x. So here fx, let us take fx as e to the power x. So dfx by dx is e to the power x only, and let us take gx as x. So d by dx of gx is 1. So y equal to fx by gx, then dy by dx will be equal to gx square gx into, this is what we derived, minus fx into, okay. So now gx is x, so dy by dx कितना हो जाएगा, gx is x, इसमें पुट करेंगे, gx x है तो नीचे तो x स्क्वायर हो गया, x into d by dx of fx which is e to the power x minus fx which is e to the power x into d by dx of gx which is 1. So the answer is dy by dx is equal to e to the power x into x minus 1 by x square. So I hope I have not committed any mistake while doing calculations here. Okay. So all right. So with this, I am ending this session. In the next session, uh, we'll see what is the geometrical meaning of derivative, and we will discuss maxima minima, and after that we will start integration. Okay. We'll do some problems on implicit differentiation also. Okay. And after that we will start integration. Thank you so much.